Kazakhstan, a country greater than the size of Western Europe, is about to show itself to the world in a brand new light. When visitors for the Asian Winter Games come here, they may be surprised by the progress and beauty of the city of Astana. Kazakhstan is the 9th largest country in the world. It is so vast, it is located in both Central Asia and Eastern Europe. Thinking of Kazakhstan brings visions of yurts, horsemen, and birds of prey. But the modern Kazakhstan is racing towards a new future, full of life, energy, and ready to host the 7th Asian Winter Games. The resource-rich economy of Kazakhstan is the largest economy in Central Asia, and its population has grown to over 16 million people.
Welcome to Kazakhstan! We are glad to see you! Go!
Excitement is building in Kazakhstan's 2 biggest cities, Astana and Almaty, as they prepare for the Asian Winter Games that will showcase 69 events in 11 different disciplines. The Games will be attended by 45 nations.
Sport это для всей планеты, это посланник
Sport
мира.
is the symbol of peace and friendship on the planet.
Это посланник дружбы.
I consider it builds a bridge between all the countries,
Мост между всеми государствами. Это спорт объединяет народ,
connects the nations, and creates mutual respect and understanding.
Взаимопонимание, уважение.
I consider that Kazakhstan is a prosperous, dynamically developing country, and the fact that we host the 7th Asian Winter Games is the evidence of the economic stability of Kazakhstan. Every athlete knows that in order to be great, you have to believe in the potential of who you can become. To see a vision of your future and be willing to race towards it. In the true Olympic spirit, you do not compete against others, but against yourself, pushing yourself to be the best you can be. Every day, harder, faster, stronger, until your personal best becomes the world's best. Just like the athletes, Kazakhstan has a vision to be its very best, and it is making changes happen.
In order to bring foreign direct investment, we create a good investment climate in Kazakhstan. So during the last 20 years, we brought probably about more than 100 billion US dollars investments.
Kazakhstan has invested a great deal promoting its new image. This campaign shows graceful athletes and animations with many of the beautiful new venues. Over $1 billion have been invested in these games. One of the goals of Kazakhstan's policy of diversification is to take some of the resource revenue and invest it in infrastructure, in education, and improving the lives of their people. Welcome to our sports complex Tabagan. Competitions in different disciplines of freestyle, such as acrobatic freestyle, individual freestyle, freestyle mogul, and mogul parallel freestyle will take place at the complex during the 7th Asian Winter Games. These 8 snow generators provide everything necessary to make the amount of snow not only for the competition, but for the tourists as well. The Shimboluk Alpine Sport Resort will play host to the alpine skiing and freestyle skiing events. When all of the expansion plans are complete, Shimboluk is expected to be one of the 10 largest ski resorts in the world. Imagine the speed heading down the ski ramp, as you fly off the jump in the city of Almaty with about 10,000 spectators cheering you on. There is a great deal of gold below the surface in mineral-rich Kazakhstan, but the gold that Kazakhstan wants in these games is above the surface. They want to win gold at home in front of their fans. For the first time in the history of Kazakhstan, the athletes will have home support, and they are preparing for gold. The indoor skating stadium will host speed skating during the games. This facility is very large. It is built to handle figure skating, has 2 ice hockey rinks, short track, and speed skating. The fitness facilities included here help keep the team in peak shape for their competition. It also provides the opportunity to train future champions and give them the support from an early age. This complex consists of 2 stadiums. They are separated, absolutely independent, and competitions in skiing and biathlon can take place at the complex simultaneously. That is a great advantage of this venue. Our stadiums were also given Category A by the International Organizing IBU and FIS. That makes it possible to host the World Cups and the Olympic Games at our venue. The Republican cycle track is very unique. It has ice for figure skating and for short track. It is also surrounded by an oval cycling track. Madeo is the highest mountain sports complex in the world. 120 world records have already been set there. They draw pure glacier water from the river that flows from the mountains, and they produce some of the finest ice in the world. But there are some challenges. Our skating rink is situated in the high mountains. It is considered to be the highest skating rink, and it is unique. In the second half of the day, the sun rays do not fall onto the whole skating rink because of the shadow that falls from the mountain. This is why there is a temperature difference. It is lower in the shadow and higher in the sun. Special equipment has been built for us to bring the temperature regime in balance. We can now regulate the ice temperature by giving more cooling to the sunny side and making the shadow less cool. The rapid progress of the country to more modern technology is in the hands of the president, Nursultan Nazarbayev. The Golden Tower, Bayturek, is a symbol of the new vision for Kazakhstan. The building bears Nazarbayev's handprint. It is a popular place for locals to come to enjoy the city and to connect to the vision Nazarbayev has for the country. The tower is meant to embody a folktale about a mythical tree of life and a magic bird of happiness. It stands 97 meters tall, symbolizing the year the capital was transferred from Almaty to Astana in order to make Astana a gateway for Eurasia, where East meets West. This has sparked a massive construction project to build beautiful buildings throughout the capital, including a giant transparent tent that is the size of 10 football stadiums.
It's visible that in everything that Kazakhstan is doing, it's improvements, improvements, improvements. People are as technically savvy as anybody else in Europe or US. They demand novelties. They are interested in services. They are interested in new devices.
Certainly what's interesting about Kazakhstan is the multicultural nature of the society. And we're certainly looking forward to bringing many visitors to Kazakhstan during the Asian Winter Games to experience it.
Kazakhstan government can look to east, they can also look to west, and they can pick the best, and that's basically where they have great advantages.
Although focused on the future, the past is not forgotten. For most of its history, the territory of modern-day Kazakhstan has been inhabited by nomadic tribes. Evidence of the distant hoofprints and Soviet occupation can still be found in the city. The Russians began advancing into the Cossack steppe in the 18th century, and by the mid-19th century, all of Kazakhstan was part of the Russian Empire. Kazakhstan declared itself an independent country on December 16, 1991, the last Soviet republic to do so.
We consider Kazakhstan as the heart of Eurasia. We have here more than 100 nationalities and representatives of almost all religions in the world. We live here in peace and harmony and respect each other. We are excited the world come to Kazakhstan and experience it themselves.
The theme of the games is unity of purpose, unity of spirit. The purpose of the games is to achieve unity and friendship with other nations, and that happens when people get to know each other. The quality of life here seems to be improving, and the people seem to be unified in their support of the direction that Kazakhstan is taking. The hope is that by bringing the Asian Winter Games to Kazakhstan, it will help build a better future for all people. We would like the guests of the Asian Winter Games to experience the hospitality of our people, and we would be glad if everyone will see our natural beauty and feel the warmth of the national traditions.
And we are always looking forward for guests. It's our Kazakh customs always to look for guests, because we used to be nomads, and we're always waiting for guests, for someone to come. Therefore, guest is one of the most important person in our home.
More than 250 events have been developed to show the guests our traditions, history, and landmarks. Irby the mascot symbolizes many of the modern Olympic ideals: strength, boldness, nobleness, and endurance. The snow leopard is supposed to show the power of an independent Kazakhstan. For thousands of years, people have gathered around the light of a fire. And now, a new flame is coming to ignite the passion of the people of Kazakhstan. The flame began its journey in Kuwait and is now in the hands and heart of the people of Kazakhstan. This flame marathon will go through all the regions of Kazakhstan. All the outstanding people of Kazakhstan will carry this flame. We are looking forward to the beginning of the Asian Winter Games, and we cheer for our athletes. Hosting the Asian Winter Games is yet another step forward into what could be a golden future for Kazakhstan. The Games are about to begin.